Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Whiteley and welcome into Golf Central on YouTube. Well, an exciting second round action of the Sentry Tournament of Champions, and Harris English has jumped to the top of the leaderboard with 14 under. Afterwards, he spoke to the media.
I'll take 14 under, teeing off on Thursday for sure. Love where my game's at right now. I feel like I'm doing everything pretty well. Obviously can make some more putts out there, but these greens are pretty tough to putt outside of 15, 20 feet. And felt like I managed the game pretty well today. 6 birdies, no bogeys, and hit a lot of greens in regulation, and just trying to keep the same strategy. I feel like I'm hitting the ball well and keep putting myself in positions to make birdie.
Playing with a guy who's got a pretty decent resume, big names coming at you all day, but you never looked like you were worried at all. Just kept doing your thing and put yourself in great spot. Yeah, I mean, I know a course like this with no wind, you can go get it. I saw some low numbers on the board coming out, and I knew you gotta keep the same strategy. You gotta keep the pedal down, because these guys are going to keep making birdies behind you. So you gotta keep going. You gotta take advantage of where you can, hitting the ball in the fairway a lot, wedges, par fives out here. You got to take advantage of. So I feel like I did that today, and can keep doing it on the weekend. Can I get you to run me through that pre-shot routine, that left-hand thing that you're doing, and why you do it, and just explanation? Yeah. One of my, I guess, swing faults from even when I was a kid is my takeaway gets a little off, and when I get off, I'll get a little quick, and the club head comes a little inside and gets low. So I'm trying to keep that club head outside my hands and keep the club head halfway back a little bit higher than my hands. So that's kind of a swing key that, I mean, sometimes I do, I guess, tournaments I've gone back and forth. It's just kind of what I'm feeling that week, and my coach kind of lets me do stuff like that, keeps me on top of it as much as possible. But that's kind of the swing key for the week is that takeaway, getting the takeaway nailed down. So it's like a trigger for you to do that, so that you remind yourself to. Yeah. Sweet.
16 guys, 10 minus 10 or better. Are we in line for a shootout this weekend, perhaps? Yeah, of course. I don't think the weather's calling for much wind the next 2 days. I mean, I know the score's going to be low, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I like the position I'm in right now. I know a lot of guys have a chance to win. I got to keep doing what I'm doing and keep making birdies. I think that's going to be the name of the game for the weekend.
One more. This one from our friend Doug Ferguson. On 7T, kind of look out, you see the ocean. There's some whales kind of playing out there, a little flapping. Is it cool to be able to kind of see those things you don't see every week on the PGA Tour? Yeah, I mean, normally during a round you're pretty focused and kind of seeing your sight line off the tee, but I mean, we had a little bit of a break there, and then looking out there over Malachi and seeing the whale look like he's doing backflips in the ocean was really cool. I've never seen that before, but this is such a unique golf course, and it's cool to just take a step back and be able to appreciate where we are playing right now. I mean, not many people in the world get to play a place like this, and we're very lucky to play it. The PGA Tour to come here every year, and it's awesome to kind of have that break from the grind of playing golf. Does that kind of help you kind of maybe just even though you were playing well, to kind of just settle in and say, forget about golf for a second, just look out and see kind of the beauty of where we are? Yeah. I mean, it's very relaxing here, and it's probably one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen in my life. I mean, growing up in South Georgia, you don't get to see stuff like this. So it is awesome, and it does kind of bring a lightheartedness to golf, and kind of take a step back and not grind so hard to be in the moment. So you kind of appreciate where you are, and be glad that we're right here in 2021 being able to play golf and having these kind of views all day. Can you compare, like when you won 2 times earlier in your career, can you compare what your golf game was there to where it is now, not just physically in your swing and in your game, but also just how you kind of think around a golf course, maybe your maturity a little bit too? Yeah, I feel like I'm a lot more seasoned this time around. I've been through the ups and downs, and I feel like I'm a more well-rounded player. I feel like my short game's gotten a lot better. My putting is a lot more consistent. And I guess I'm more appreciative of being able to play pro golf, because
not too long ago, I was kind of on the other side of it, of wanting to get into a lot of tournaments and not being in a lot of tournaments. So I'm very appreciative of where I'm at right now and how much hard work it takes to get here. I guess I didn't have that in 2013 or 14. I thought it came a lot easier than it should, and this game is really hard and it knocks a lot of people down, but I'm proud of the work I've put in and the team around me that I've built that have pushed me and helped me out along the way, and I'm happy to be here.
Can you describe to us, like, because we obviously don't know, like, you know, the peaks and valleys of being a professional golfer. We might see it, we might talk to you guys about it, but we don't know, we don't feel it. Just describe, like, you know, when you kind of went down that way and you were, you know, at a low point. What did it feel like? Did you change? Did it feel like you changed who you might have been?
I mean, it sucks playing bad. I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, all the guys out here work really hard and put the time in, and when you're putting a lot of the work in and you're not getting the results out, that's when it hurts the most. Is you feel lost and you don't know what you're doing, and you feel like you're beating your head against the wall, trying to work out something. You're not getting any better at it. But I know a lot of guys go through that, and I'll probably go through that again. So I know I've got to be very appreciative of where I'm at right now and the golf I'm playing right now, because you just got to keep working at it. That's the thing about this game, is makes it so much fun for me, is I can never get good enough. I can never be a good enough ball striker or putter. So it's always something for me to work on. I love the constant grind of figuring it out.
So Harris English leads the way by 2 strokes going into the weekend, making the most of this year's expanded 42-man field, having qualified for the 2020 Tour Championship. And defending champ Justin Thomas fell back after a disappointing back 9, a second round 4 under 69, 2 strokes back from the lead alongside Colin Morikawa, Daniel Berger and Ryan Palmer. But plenty of big names in the mix. And what did JT make of his Friday play?
I played really well. The score didn't show. I mean, it was clearly easier today. You know, not as much wind, some gettable pins, but I truly don't think I've ever had a round where I've putted it so well and nothing has gone in. I mean, I hold nothing for how well I was hitting my putts and the speed I wanted to hit them. They just weren't going in. So that was a little frustrating, but at the same time, I was staying positive because I kept giving myself chances. But good thing is that it was Friday and not Sunday, and I got 2 days to figure it out.
Yeah, mate, it's a pretty bunched leaderboard there. A lot of guys with a chance, but you fancy yourself. Obviously, you've had some success here, and when it's close like that, you seem to sort of bring your best stuff out.
I hope so. It definitely is. It's a place that can get bunched up, especially when you don't have much wind like this. I think, you know, if we get a 20, 25 mile an hour day like you can easily get here, I think you'll see it kind of thin out a little bit, because you can still shoot, you know, 6, 7 under, but you're going to see a lot more 1 and 2 unders. But no, I just have to keep going what I'm doing. I can't worry about what the rest of the guys are doing, and you know, just, you know, I hit a couple loose drives, but they weren't bad enough, other than the one on 13 to get me in any trouble, and really just get a couple of those putts to fall.
I was going to ask you about the drives, because that seemed to be the only thing that sort of half rattled you at any stage, and then it looked like you had to tighten something up. Is that right?
Yeah, it sometimes will get a little loose, and you know, I've asked a bunch in the past. I've done it. I remember the first time I asked was in 17 about tightening it during the round, and obviously you can't change it, but you can tighten it. So I just want to make sure it was tight, because it can get loose sometimes. I think sometimes in the heat it can get a little wiggly, but no, I wasn't changing anything, that's for sure. Yeah.
Can you talk us through your strategy on 14? You've laid up both days. Is there a reason behind it?
I just know that, I mean, I'm going to have a good birdie look. I mean, it's another thing. If I was driving it better, I probably would have hit driver today. I think that's a good pin to hit it, because you can get it up in the bunker, the right bunker, and it was also a win that you could get to the green. But I mean, a day where you can't get it to the green, I just don't see the point. I mean, you're not most likely going to make 2, and I'm never going to make worse than 5 for the middle of the fairway. So that's I feel like we've played the whole lot better since I've laid up, and I feel like with my wedge game, if I can get it, you know, in that anywhere in that 70 to 90 yard range, with as funnily as that green is, you know, I'm going to have a good chance inside 10 feet.
You said you had to ask that question before in 17 and stuff, but now you
in 2017,
right.
I asked, and just because I wanted a couple drivers ago, you can kind of hear it click. Like if you go down and get a tee, it sometimes will do it. So I just want to make sure I could tighten it in the middle of the round, and rules official told me yes. So
that's cool.
I always want to ask.
You look at that leaderboard. Do you feel like there's a possibility of a shootout this weekend?
It's definitely looking that way, but you just don't know what the conditions and the course is going to give us, and what really everybody's going to do. I mean, this is a place where, someone can go shoot 20 under on the weekend. Not necessarily going to happen, but someone could run away, or it could be a 6 to 10 person field, or tournament. So who knows?
Just one more question. Aloha Friday, you obviously showed in a shirt. Just talk us through supporting the Aloha Friday today.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's always I love any chance to be able to wear a floral pattern, and there's not much better place to do it than in Hawaii, and on Friday here, I see a lot of people doing it. It's pretty normal around these parts for a lot of people that live here, but it's glad for us to be able to do it for a good cause and raise some money.
A very good cause indeed. Well, thanks for watching Golf Central on YouTube. Live coverage gets underway on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Golf Channel.